Hey guys, this is Basketball Star 1130. I'm back. This is the third video, my final video. I'm uploading today. Sorry there won't be a fourth video. I just don't have time for that. I'm kind of busy today also. Anyways, I'm here with one of my favorite segments on this channel, weekly NFL picks. I pick every usually Tuesday, but I was really busy yesterday because I had a doctor appointment in school and everything. Right after school, I had a doctor appointment, and then I got home and dinner and was really busy after that, and then I had to go to bed for school today. But I'm back. Every week I predict the NFL games, except their primetime games, because I do separate videos for those. So, let's get started. So the Buccaneers and Panthers, this is the Thursday night game. I'm going to do a separate preview video for that. I'm not going to say anything about that or my prediction, just because I'm doing a separate video, like I said, for all the primetime games. Anyway, next, Bills and Giants. Again, I'm not doing this game because every week I preview the Bills game and then the primetime games, Thursday night, Sunday night, then Monday night. So I'm not going to do that because I have a separate preview video. Next, first game I'm picking, 49ers and Bengals. Now, this is going to be a good game. Not say, this is going to be a shootout and everything. It's going to be an offensive explosion here, but sorry, I forgot what I was saying, but offensive explosion here. But the 49ers were sloppy. Both teams were sloppy last week in the 49ers and the Buccaneers in week one. The 49ers won 31-17, but the Bengals were surprisingly gave the Seahawks a fight. The Seahawks only won the game 21-20, so they gave the Seahawks a fight. But I'm going to go with the Bengals, even though the Bengals are... Actually, wait. This is a tough one. I'm going with my gut. I'm picking the 49ers. I think Jimmy G will get together, even though I think he hasn't proven anything yet, and he's not the greatest quarterback in the world. He's too inconsistent, in my opinion. I think he'll get together, and ultimately, I think the 49ers pass rush is better than the Bengals pass rush, even though the Bengals start out hot, and they can win at any point in, the first 5 weeks of the season. So, that's that. Next, Cowboys and Redskins. This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm picking Cowboys. The Cowboys' offense was very, very good. Dak Prescott to Amari Cooper is a lethal, deadly connection. One of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in the NFL. And they're still under, 26 years old. So, and then you add Ezekiel Elliott with his new 6-year contract. Highest guaranteed money in NFL history. That's pretty good as well. So, that offense is going to be cooking. Surprisingly, the Redskins' offense was pretty good in the first half last week. Vernon Davis never ages. I'm not even kidding. He hurdled 3 Eagle defenders on the play where Case Keenum threw the ball, and he got a touchdown. The Redskins' offense was surprisingly very good, but the Redskins blew a second-half lead, and the Eagles ended up winning 32-27. But because the Redskins' defense just is very good, so I get the Cowboys winning that one. Chargers and Lions. This is a more interesting game than people think, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers just because it's the Chargers. Today it was announced that Hunter Henry is gonna miss some time. They expected him to miss 4 to 6 weeks, so that means he would be back. If he missed 4 weeks, that means he would be back in week 5. If he missed 5 weeks, week 6. If he missed 6 weeks, week 7. But I'm going with the Chargers here because their offense is still very good with Phillip Rivers. Mike Williams is emerging as a really good receiver here, and Keenan Allen. I do like their defense a lot. Casey Hayward at cornerback, Trevor Williams, one of the best slot cornerbacks or nickel cornerbacks in the NFL. And then you got Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram, rushing pass rush, and then you add Jared Tillery from the draft. That defense is pretty dominant. Well, in my opinion. And the Chargers are one of the most, if not the most complete team in the NFL in football, in my opinion. Vikings and Packers. This is a great NFC North showdown. It could be a shootout, but I don't think it will be. Just Kirk doesn't have to throw the ball much. Hand off to Dalvin Cook a lot. This is a tough one for me to pick, but I'm making it seem more complicated than it is. I'm overthinking it. I'm picking Vikings, even though they're the road team. Xavier Rhodes were blocked. Rhodes were closed against the Falcons because he didn't let any risks. That's a little joke there on his name, but just move past that. Against the Falcons, he did very well in coverage. Julio Jones couldn't get really anything going. Really couldn't do anything. the Vikings defense is very good in that game, and I think they're going to carry that over into the next week. And Kirk Cousins, I think, will be very good this week. I think they'll give Dalvin Cook even more touches, maybe. Anyway, Colts and Titans, this is a good one. Titans have never won against Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck has always carved them up on offense whenever he plays, but he's retired now, so I think the Titans will win. The Titans beat the Browns last week 43-13. I said the Browns were overrated. They're overhyped. Some people think that. Some people are just, they're Super Bowl. They're going to make the Super Bowl this year. Super Bowl or bust for them. Not really, though, because they have a young, inexperienced team. They had 18 penalties. They didn't look very poised. I'm picking the Patriots versus the Dolphins, obviously. Not much to say about that. I'm picking the Ravens against the Cardinals. Not much to say about those two games. It's just, those teams are way better. Seahawks and Steelers. This is a good one. The Steelers bounce back. Or Big Ben Roethlisberger bounce back. I'm taking the Seahawks, in my opinion. I have always hated the Seahawks, but now that their big ego players are gone, I love this Seahawks team this year. I think they can make a run in a Super Bowl and actually win it. That's my prediction, but they could, because they have Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, and then DK Metcalf, and then their defense is maybe Legion of Boom 2.0 because of Jadeveon Clowney and all of them. I just love the Seahawks teams this year. I think that James Conner will be better. I think this will be a very close game. Maybe like within 3 points, but I think the Seahawks get a squeaker win here. And then Jaguars and Texans. I would have probably said the Jaguars could give them a good fight, but Nick Foles, right after that touchdown, first play of the next drive, he goes down with a fractured clavicle. So Gardner Minshew is going to be a starter, and then they traded for Joshua Dobbs yesterday, who's probably going to be a backup. But Gardner Minshew was amazing. I know, he was 88% completion percentage, like 145 yards or something. It was just ridiculous. And D.D. Westbrook is a really good receiver, but I got the Texans. I was hyping the Jaguars up, but I got the Texans here because Will Fuller, if he can stay healthy, I swear he's one of the best prospects I've ever seen coming out of college. He's one of my favorite prospects coming out of college, partly because he's from Notre Dame, partly just because he had some injury concerns, but he was so polished in the way he runs routes, the way he catches the ball. He was a safe pick, in my opinion, by the Texans. And DeAndre Hopkins, really, he only had 3 drops last regular season. He's very good, in my opinion. And Deshaun Watson, he's growing. He's maturing as an NFL quarterback. In his third year, he's taking more time in the pocket. I know that offensive line's a little beat up, and the Jaguars' pass rush might get to him. Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Bouye on the outside. Is it Bouye or Bouye? But I'm going to say A.J. Bouye on the outside, but yeah, that's what I got. Texans, Chiefs, and Raiders. I got the Chiefs. Maybe a closer game than people think, but I think the Chiefs will score 35 to 40 points again, just because it's the Chiefs. The Raiders defense, can they repeat from week 1? By the way, go check out my Raiders-Broncos Monday Night Recap, my reactions. I'll be doing that as well. We got Bears-Broncos. Bears-Broncos. I'm going to go with the Bears. The Broncos' offense is too inconsistent to me. It was inconsistent against the Raiders in the Monday Night Football game. That's why the Raiders won, in my opinion. Just because their offense is too inconsistent. One time they're good, one time they're bad. One time Joe Flacco doesn't look like what he's doing. One time he makes amazing throws. And then another time they look in between like that. So, yeah, Saints, I got the Bears. Saints and Rams. There's no way the officials let the Rams win again. They can't get a call wrong again. I got the Saints, even though they're on the road. Eagles and Falcons. This is a very good matchup. I got the Eagles. The Falcons' offensive line is a little beat up, and they put Chris Lindstrom on IR. He's coming back after 8 weeks, though. But yeah, Caleb McGarry's still there. Those two are rookies. The offensive line is very young. There's like 1 or 2 veterans, I think, but their offensive line is very young. So